Hi, I am Doug, Learning Facilitator at the TGR Learning Lab in Anaheim. Today on STEM Unplugged, we're going to use some household items to create a far-out object of the past. Let's find a spot in the kitchen or some place that is easy to clean up after the experiment. Let's get started. Alright STEM fans, let's go over the materials you will need for this activity. You will need oil, water, a clear container such as a cup or empty water bottle, Alka Seltzer tablets, a plate or tray to place the experiment on, and food coloring if available. Let's see what kind of reaction takes place with this activity. Once you have all of your materials, place the empty container on a plate or tray and fill it 3/4 of the way full of oil. Next, add water to the container, leaving a little bit of space at the top. Add 3 drops of food coloring, if you have some at home, into the container. Make observations as the food coloring sinks and mixes with the water. Break the Alka Seltzer into 4 parts. Make a prediction of what will happen if you drop one of the Alka Seltzer pieces into the container. Place a 1/4 piece of Alka Seltzer into the container and make observations. It is important that you do not cover the container with a lid or cap during the experiment. You can even add a cell phone light underneath the container to create a lava lamp effect. So, let's talk about what is happening during this experiment. When the water is poured into the container with oil, you will notice that the oil and water will begin to separate. This happens because water and oil have different densities. Water is more dense than oil, which means the molecules are more compact and closer together. This causes the water to sink below the oil. When the food coloring is added to the container, the food coloring will eventually sink to the bottom and mix with the water. Similar to the oil and water, the food coloring is more dense than the oil, which therefore sinks and mixes with the water. Alka Seltzer contains something called citric acid and bicarbonate, which cannot react with each other because they are in solid form. But once the Alka Seltzer reaches the water, the chemicals are released and can react with each other. When the citric acid and bicarbonate react to each other, it forms carbon dioxide bubbles that are rising to the top of the container. Gas is less dense than liquid, so it will rise to the surface and escape into the air. This will continue until the Alka Seltzer is completely dissolved and the reaction can no longer occur. You can test different factors of this experiment by changing the temperature of the water or maybe the size of the Alka Seltzer, and observe how it changes the experiment. Post your experiments on our social media. Thank you for watching today's STEM Unplugged video. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on STEM Unplugged.